And for the record, okay, I suck dick. Period. I don't need no sore throat spray, no none of that shit. I bought it because I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna suck him off the bone.
Been a minute, somebody did let put some time in. Hold on my phone, ass, I see all this shit whining. Been it, I get hit up, been it, on one talk, I sign it. 10 piece to my fucking dinner, my new smart say shining.
Oh yeah, Reaper Gang, we got those Cougar Chronicles lined up for you today. Go ahead and get that popcorn ready, because it's finna be a messy day today. Come on, man.
Story time on when I flew to another state to meet this young lit nigga that's lit on the internet. And to me, I felt like he was cat. So yeah, I met him on the internet. I was in Bahamas like the beginning of January for my son. I'm sorry, the beginning of February for my son's birthday or whatever. And he DM'd me on Instagram like, need you. So I'm like, oh, I've been trying to give you me or whatever like that. So he like, you know, whatever. We gonna exchange numbers or what? So I'm like, yeah, because, like, you know, he's some fine shit. Like, I love dark-skinned niggas. And when I say he's some fine shit, bitch, he's some fine shit. Or whatever like that. So on the internet, like, you know, he got 2 watches, big Cardi, 6 cars, supposedly own his house, and he young as fuck, or whatever. Like that. Dressed nice, always designer down, like, always posting mad money, etc. So, you know, like, that's my type. I love me a hood, get money nigga. So he asked for my number or whatever. Like,
I mean, from here, we really can't even have no complaints. Y'all gotta cut it out with this archetype. It never ends out right. Like, I'm not trying to hate, but for real, though.
So I gave him my number, and, like, he texted me. And I'm not gonna lie, like, it was little signs that I didn't like. Like, if you know I'm on vacation with my kids, like, I remember I posted my drink or whatever, and I didn't text him right back. And he's on my phone like, oh, you see me text you or whatever, but you posting. Like, that right there was like, you only have my number for, like, 20 minutes. Like, chill out. But I let him slide. So we planned to see each other or whatever like this, like whatever like that on this Saturday. That's it, this Saturday, right? And we planned for me to come Valentine's Day weekend or whatever. And he really was on some shit where like he was like, oh, come whatever, what day, what time, it don't even matter. Like whenever you could come, just come. So I chose that weekend because I'm free every other weekend for my kids. They go with their dad or whatever like that. So that was my free weekend. So, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I thought he was a fake page at first or whatever like that because it just was, like, too good to be true. So, we would only text. And, like, he'll tell me to FaceTime him, but by the time I FaceTime him or whatever, he not answering. Now he got an excuse or he don't FaceTime back. So, bitch, I started thinking, like, bitch, I'm gonna get catfish if I go down here. So, I told him, I'm like, look, this Wednesday, like the Wednesday before the Friday. So, I'm like, FaceTime me before Friday or I'm not coming. So now he got all that energy, he FaceTime me, etc. I got him on the phone. Before you really couldn't, like he'd just be texting and shit like that. So he FaceTime me, he was real, looked the same, looked good as fuck. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm ready, etc. So Friday come and we talk and I'm like, you know, like you ready? Like I'm at the nail salon, I'm like, you ready? Like I can't wait to see you, I can't wait to meet you, etc. So he like, yeah, or whatever like that. But I feel like his energy was a little off because he was more excited days before. So I'm like, you good, love? Like, you okay? Because I'm like, I feel like your energy is, like, kind of off. Like, you're not excited as you was. So he's like, oh, I just found out I got to get my daughter or whatever today. Mind you, it's the day I leave. Like, I'm leaving at 10 p.m. at night to land. I think my flight would land, like, 12:48 a.m. originally. So I'm like...
This how you know she was messing with that young Lizzie. She was ready to go. In an hour's exchange, she already got on that plane, bro. These Cougars need to be stopped, man.
I'm like, yo, I took our work for this or whatever, and I already checked into the flight. And he's like, well, what's the issue? Nobody didn't tell you not to come. Like, you can still come. I'm good. I'm going to just get a sitter. If anything, her and the sitter just stay at my house, and we could just get a room. So I'm like, you know what? All right, that's cool. I'm all for that. Or whatever the case may be. So... I still go, like, I get my nails and I run to the mall, I get everything I need, I pack my shit, and I tell them, like, all right, I'm supposed to land at this time. I go to the airport. Mind you, y'all, I'm rushing because I'm always fucking last minute. I get to the airport, I board the flight, or whatever like that. So, before I boarded the flight, he texted me this hotel, like, Cigna or something like that. It's, like, one of the best hotels in Atlanta. So, I tried to book the hotel online.
Wait, she messing with an Atlanta YN? Oh, hell no.
But everything was booked up. So I told him, I'm like, look, everything booked up because it's Valentine's Day weekend. So he like, nah, you got to call. So I called and like everything was booked the fuck up. Like literally it was no hotel. So he like, well, find whatever you can find and just book it. And I'm going to get you from the airport. So I'm like, you know, what's your budget? So he like, what you mean? I'm like, what's your budget? Like, I'll book the room, but when I land, I expect to get my money back or whatever like that. So I'm on the plane, y'all. The plane done took off. So the nigga like, oh, the least you could do is pay for the room. So I'm like, huh? So this when the mishap come in. Because I get it, okay, we supposed to stay at your house originally, but then your child came into play. So now we gotta go stay somewhere else, which is cool. Because I think a hotel is better anyway, because you don't know me and I don't know you. And it's more safer, I feel like. So he like, yeah, like you can pay for the room, I'm gonna fund the rest of the trip. Baby, you a whole scammer. You think I'm paying for a motherfucking hotel for you to come fuck on me? So he all like, yo, I feel like you could pay for something, I'm funding the rest of the trip, or whatever the case may be. Yo, so we start arguing or whatever like that. So then the plane land and...
Wait, so you was trying to get flowed out. You was trying to get a free trip from a scammer from Atlanta. You know them niggas got Hall of Fame, ain't shit attributes. That was never happening, baby. I don't know what made you think it was.
I'm like, you really arguing over a $300-something hotel, but you scamming. You hitting all these licks, all this big money you posting. I mean, like $20,000-$30,000. You can't book a $300 hotel. And I just felt like if you brought me to your city, you should make sure I'm good. Like if you came to my city and something happened, I'm going to correct it before you get there. I'm going to figure this shit the fuck out. Because, I mean, why wouldn't I? Like, it don't make sense. I didn't ask to come there. You wanted to come. Now, I agree we wanted to see each other, but still, like, what? So when I landed, the nigga arguing, going all back and forth with shit. So I'm like, listen, cancel your sitter, stay home with your kid, go ahead and bond, I'm cool. Like, I ain't even link you no more, etc. Y'all, this nigga was like, oh, you must be coming to come see another nigga. Nigga, what? I took off from my job, stopped one of my business to come see you, and you talking about another nigga? That's your response? Y'all, he kept fucking arguing. I couldn't believe it because I'm like, bro, like, if you getting all this money and you got all this motion, all this shit going on, like, $300 is nothing. So I'm like, if I book this hotel, you can't come. So that's what the fuck I did. I booked the hotel, and shout out to that Spirit flight attendant because, yo, he stayed in that airport with me and found me a hotel. Yo, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have had nowhere to stay.
Oh, that nigga was trying to get some ass. He was probably listening like, he ain't shit. But if you ain't doing nothing later, let me pull up. I can't stand when niggas dirty Mac and Spirit fire this nigga.
At all. But I booked that hotel, y'all, and I left that nigga on red. Like, I stopped responding, and I just made it into a solo trip. But I still was just, like, mad because I trip. Like, Atlanta cool. We used to do that for New Year's, but, like, just to go and spend that much money, it was just, like, I could have went somewhere else. Like, that was kind of crazy. So, me personally, I just feel like his lifestyle got to be kept because I done dealt with some big money niggas. Like, I mean, rich niggas, like that's running businesses to get legit money. I done dealt with a rapper. I'm not gonna say who the fuck he is because he is a big rapper that y'all listen to every single day. And niggas with money ain't complain. They not doing all that. Like, I'm telling you, they not doing all that. Like, when you come see them, they have everything into play, everything booked, bitch, your itinerary set up, all that. Like, it ain't making sense. So to me, his life was just kept. And to be honest, I never really seen him go out and do nothing or anything of that nature. Like, he not in the mall.
So is it all about the monetary value? I thought connections were value. Like, where did connections go in the gutter? I'm just genuinely confused. Somebody please let the Big Reaper know. What the fuck happened? Especially in our community. Come on, man.
Like, he ain't no 5-star restaurants. Like, he really don't be doing nothing. Like, he might go skate or something, but, like, other than that, like, that nigga don't be really doing shit, like, with the money he's supposed to have. Like, he got all this motion. You would think he'd be tripping, like, something. Like, nah, he not doing none of that. So, to me, personally, the life is kept. And I was just mad because I felt like, damn, like, I flew here to see you and this happened. Never doing it again. And then his excuse was, well, you knew what I had going on and you still came. Nigga, you never told me not to come. When I checked in with you and we spoke, you told me to still come. It wasn't an issue. And you was going to get a sitter. Like, what? That don't even make sense. Like, make it make sense. I would have said the fuck home. I'm not that pressed to see no nigga. Like, bitch, you know, I get niggas. Like, what? Be for real. I was just upset at the fact that you still allowed me to come or whatever like that, knowing that you was going to do that or whatever the case may be. And I'm not saying he lying about getting his kid, because bitches do that. Like, bitches that know it's a Valentine's Day week or something going on and be like, oh, yeah, you not, I'm going to sneak him with the kid because I don't want him to be with no other bitch. So it do be like that, but still, like, come on, yo. Like, I don't live down the street. I live in another state. I flew there.
All right, look, this gonna be called.
All right, so you already heard what C said. We got his side of the story because I told you it's finna get messy today. So let's see what the YN got to say and see if she capping type shit. Let's get into it.
The part one of, if you're gonna tell the story, then tell the full truth, you feel me? This part one though. So look, right, let me get this like straight to y'all. First and foremost, I'm not a YN, you know what I'm saying? I'm 25 years old, you know? But check this out, I'm not from Atlanta at all, you feel me? I live in Atlanta now, I'm from Iraq, you feel me? But all this like, okay, well, we gonna start off with
Oh, he from the rack. It's GG's. It's GG's.
the whole, he flew me out type thing, you know? I never flew out. So this whole, oh yeah, he flew me out and put me on Spirit Airlines. Shit is cap. You know what I'm saying? I never flew out. I never paid for no flight. You feel me? None of that. You get what I'm saying? Now, I really don't know how to like to work it as far as in like, if I can post the messages when I'm talking type shit. I don't know if I can do that shit on here, but I'm finna try it though. I ain't gonna lie, like, you really done fucked up. Let me get in the hang of this shit for real. Cause now I got it figured out so I can go ahead and do these little, you get what I'm saying? So look, right? Now, we just gonna piggyback off of the whole, she said some shit like what for it is. Oh yeah, he got mad with me because I was out of town and texting my kids and all that. Like, whatever the fuck that's supposed to be about. Anywho, that shit ain't got nothing to do with nothing at all. You get what I'm saying? Fast forward to these messages. You get what I'm saying? Now, look, now check this out. She say like, I supposed to pay for a hotel or, we argued about a hotel or some shit about like some shit with some money. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what really pissed me off. Like, that's what made me even get into this whole, you did anyway, you feel me? Now, that's my whole thing. Now, I done made it clear that I was getting my daughter Friday. You know what I'm saying? I let her know at 4 p.m. on Friday, like, okay, well, I'm getting my daughter and I'm gonna have her for the weekend. Or the case may be, you know what I'm saying? Now, your flight don't leave until 11 o'clock, whatever the case may be. Your flight don't leave until 11 o'clock at night. Now, by your flight don't leave at 11 o'clock tonight, meaning like, okay, well, I ain't really trying to be mean to you, but like, I'm gonna give you all the signs what for this. All right, well, I just told you my daughter coming. I done already let you know, like, beforehand, I'm not bringing nobody around my daughter. Like, it ain't none of that type of shit going on, especially no stranger. Like, it ain't none of that going on. I got too much respect for myself. You know what I'm saying? My daughter, mama, and my daughter alone. People be having weird intentions and shit towards kids. Whatever.
Shout out to him for doing that. There's a lot of guys that don't be doing that, be having a whole bunch of girls around their kid. It's really good to keep your kid away from that unless you got something solid. Shout out to the YN.
Now,
I mean, the
so
young
if I'm
brother.
letting you know this already on some, like, you feel me? It ain't none of that going on. Then off rip, you, like, you feel me? You should have either not even got your ass on the flight for one, because your flight didn't leave until 11 o'clock later on that night. I told you at 4 o'clock. You try to tell me like, oh yeah, I already checked in my flight. Checking in your flight don't mean nothing at all. You know why? Because you still can cancel or like whatever. It don't matter. I don't, like, you know what I'm saying? I know for a fact you can cancel your flight, reservation, whatever, get a refund, whatever. So I let her know, like, you feel me? It's a possible chance that I can get a, you know what I'm saying? It's a possibility that I can get a babysitter. But like, that one never 100%, you feel me? Like, regardless of me getting a babysitter or not, right? I never, ever was staying at no hotel for one. Like, you a stranger. You get what I'm saying? I was not doing no shit like that. You a stranger. I don't even know you for real. And you too thirsty. Like, you throwing me off for real. You too thirsty. You know what I'm saying? Now, cool. Now, in the mix of all that, right? Okay, she get her. Now, she get her. She knew on the plane, like, oh yeah, she had to get her a room and shit like that, whatever the case may be. Because of the simple fact, I get to ask her shit like, okay, well, what you finna do as far as in like hotel-wise, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna help you look for a hotel, like GT, you know what I'm saying? But like, you should be already under the impression, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you not to come for real, because of some fact, I'll let you know I got my daughter. If a nigga telling you like, okay, well, he got his daughter and you can't, he not bringing you around his daughter, me, my daughter, this, you know what I'm saying? She gonna be here with me. So she gonna be here with me, then that means you can't be here at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't none of that going on. Cool, long story short, whatever the case may be, she ended up paying for her own flight. You feel me? She ended up paying for her own hotel or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? She was mad or whatever the case may be. But my thing is, look, right now, she never not once said like, oh yeah, I'm gonna pay for the hotel, but when I land, give me the money. What? The first thing I told her was, find something that you can afford. You feel me? Like, find something you can afford, whatever in your budget. Like, you know what I'm saying? So this shit ain't about no $300 or no hotel or nothing like that. We never argued about no hotel because I made it clear, like clear as day. Like, okay, well,
It seemed to me like the Cougar gambled. She wanted some young Lizzie. She spent all the money. At the end of the day, it's a gamble. If he don't want to mess with you, if he got his daughter around, you could have canceled the flight. But you wanted that young Lizzie that bad. You Cougars need to be stopped, man. Y'all be getting way out of hand, and I get it. You don't want the niggas in your age group. They not fast enough. But these are the consequences you're going to have to deal with. I don't feel bad for you.
I'm not sleeping in no hotel. Why in the fuck would I sleep in a hotel? I mean, I got a house. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just worried about your well-being, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's already damn near 1 o'clock in the morning when you land. You got to have somewhere to sleep at. I don't want you to sleep in the airport or no shit like that, you feel me? Cool, now. She get all that shit done or whatever the case may be. She act like she got an attitude out of this world. She really was on some, like, selfish shit, like, on some, like, she thought I was going to put her before my daughter type shit, like, oh, yeah, well, we had plans and what the fuck ever. Like, I don't give a fuck who you is. Don't nobody come before my daughter, you feel me? Now,
100.
mind you, like, okay, so that was that whole Friday. Now, look, I still text her on Saturday just to make sure, like, she was good, she was safe. Because at the end of the day, you're not from Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? You're not from Atlanta at all. I'm not from Atlanta at all. But, like, it was just cold that night. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh, yeah, are you okay? You know, on some, like, checking up on her type shit. You feel me? See, oh, yeah, I had found a room. You know, nothing like, everything was regular for real. Now, the shit really went left for real that Saturday when it came to the point where it is. She got to text me all, like, extra thirsty ass shit. Like, you got breath mints and, like, numbing spray. You know what I'm saying? That shit new to me. You know what I'm saying? All right, okay.
Breath mints and numbing spray? Oh, yeah, this is super freak. I ain't even gonna lie to you, Reaper Gang. That sound devious as hell.
All right, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Brush that off. And then you got to ask me shit like, oh, yeah, have I ever gave my ass ate? My behind ate? I don't know if TikTok gonna, like, blur it out or some shit because of that. Hold on, what the fuck?
Wait, she was trying to eat that nigga booty? That's what's happening nowadays? That's what y'all going for nowadays, lady? Let me know in the comment section. Y'all eating that booty? Come on, man.
Hey, you throwing me off now. You know what I mean? You throwing me off. You throwing me all the way off. You get what I'm saying? So now I'm just like, nah, hell no. She won't be seeing me at all. You get what I'm saying? I'm not finna link up with you. I'm not finna have sex with you. It ain't none of that going on. Like, yeah, you know, I'm cool on it. I'm straight
nasty
on it.
Shit.
Now, mind y'all, it would never ever be a storyline. It wouldn't be a story time. It wouldn't be none of that. You know why? If I pulled up to see her at that hotel, had I had sex with her, any of that shit, you get what I'm saying? If any of that shit would have went her way as far as in, like, sexual intercourse, she would have never made a story time. You get what I'm saying? Now, mind you, like, she was scaring me on some, like, hold on, what the fuck? Don't be saying no shit like that to be like, you know, you scaring me for real on some shit. Like, you know, like, hold on. You been a little bit too.
You know you nasty as fuck if you scaring a YN from Chicago, my nigga. These niggas don't fear nothing. You feel what I'm saying? So she must have been on that ultra freaky nasty ass shit. And I'm really ashamed of you, baby, because you really got on here and tried to play this little story like we was gonna feel bad for you, and I don't. And I'm not just trying to take the guy's side, but my goodness, give me something to work with, please.
You feel me? Now, my whole thing is, on top of you being a little bit too thirsty, right? I mean, on top of her being a little too thirsty, right? I'm just like, all right, okay, whatever. You feel me? Like, now mind y'all, rewind. We was texting this shit for like, probably like a week and a half. I want to say we probably was texting for like a week and a half, for real. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, I ain't never been on the phone at all. Like, never been on the phone. No, we get on FaceTime for the first time. You feel me? It was like a 3-minute call or some shit like that. But when I first get on the phone, I got my face in the camera. She got her face in the camera. But she got on like these clear glasses. Now, when I say stop playing, put your face in the camera, you know, I don't know if that like rubbed her the wrong way, but I'm just in my head like, this not the same person that I was just looking at on Instagram, you feel me? So now, like, I'm not saying she ugly. I'm not taking that from her at all, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, she not the, like, what she looked at like on Instagram, you know what I'm saying? So it caught me off guard.
Wait, didn't she say that they FaceTime before she came out there? And now he's saying it was after. So something not adding up. We got to put on our detective caps and figure this out, Reaper Gang. Come on.
So now I'm really just trying to, like, rush her off the phone for real. But, like, I'm giving her a cold shoulder to the point where it is, like, damn, you not getting the memo? Like, I shouldn't have to say, like, okay, well, woo, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I'm really giving you a cold shoulder. Like, I'm letting you know what, like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, that was throwing me off, though, that she didn't look the same, you know what I'm saying? So after that, the conversation went, like, blank.
Damn, she
texted me that Friday, like, hey, love, are you okay? Ooh. And I tell her, she like, am I still coming? Ooh. I didn't respond to no other question, but am I okay? I told her I'm good. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm good. But I was dull as hell with her, you feel me? But I'm going to just show y'all all that shit. I got to post all that shit.
So look, right? I'm gonna say this on a serious note. Like, the trolling cute, I'm all for it. I'm gonna troll y'all back anyway. That don't matter to me. But let's just really be serious for one moment, like dead ass, right? Do you
This is her response, by the way. I know I didn't prelude into it, but I was just trying to keep the video running. This is her response to his video.
really think, like, honest to God, and I'm not saying people don't do this, but do you really think that somebody will really get on the internet and make up a story like that just because? Like,
Yes.
seriously though, you can't even say it's because of clout or because I wanted to go viral, because I've been viral. I got 54,000 followers on Facebook. I've been monetized on Facebook and Instagram. My regular pictures go viral all the time when I post them. Let me make that clear. So it's for none of that. He getting clout off me now. But ladies, on a serious note, and we all done dealt with some fuck niggas, some niggas that played us, etc. Do you really think that I would have really flew to another state to see a man that was not entertaining me or wanted me in no way? Like, y'all really gotta ask yourself that. Like,
Well, he did want you until he seen you type shit. So he never said that he didn't want you, but he said when he got on FaceTime, you ain't look like what he saw on Instagram, and that's fair. Niggas done been there before. That's devastating. I don't even want to see you no more.
I can't talk to myself. I can't entertain myself. It takes two people. So do you really think somebody would do all that? Baby, I take road trips out the country 6 times a year. My kids done been at Disney World 4 times. I'm paid. I got 2 business, a 6-figure job, and I get paid off the internet. I don't need no nigga for no money. I fuck with niggas with money because a nigga gotta come with something. You can't come over here broke. But I can match a nigga 3 times, and most of you bitches that's trolling, y'all can't even do that. So I'm trying to figure out.
Baby, you need to stop. You was trying to eat that nigga booty from the back. I'm not really going for none of that shit you talking about right now. I ain't even gonna hold you. I feel like you trying to save face and your ego's getting involved, and really you should just cut this shit right here.
The problem in what I did, we all came across a nigga in our time that we liked it in some way. We thought they looked good, etc. And I wouldn't even say like. I just thought he looked good, and you know, I like me a hood nigga, a married down, jewelry, money. That's pretty much my preference. And he was dark skinned. I love dark skinned men. And he's tall. So, well, he 5'9". But anyway, that's still tall enough because I'm 5'3". Anyway, the point.
All my short kings or average height kings, we're in there. 5'9", 5'10", I'm motherfucker, I'm 5'10". So shit, we in there. Not with her though, but we in there.
I seen something that I liked about him, right? So in my mind, it was like, okay, this man wants you to see him. It's content. It's a fun little, quick little getaway. Chill. Could crack real quick. I'm back home.
That's what you wanted to do. You wanted to crack.
I'm never going somewhere to chase a nigga that don't want me to come. Again.
You just did.
Real females understand that man ain't never stopped me in my tracks not one time. He never said don't come. All that I made up excuses. You ain't making no excuses. Even when you said you had to get your daughter, you contradicted yourself and said I gotta sit her. Now let's go over the screenshots. Because one thing I don't like, I'm all for him getting his lick back. Because I did start the story. So I'm all for you telling your side of what you think it was and how you felt like it was, etc. But what I don't like about what he's doing is that he's taking messages, because he know I don't have mines, which I expressed in his inbox, because we fucking went back and forth from the time he found out all the way to 6:30 a.m. Wednesday. Like, literally. What I don't like that he's doing is he's deleting what he said and making it as if I was just double texting him. I don't even do shit like that, yo. At all. That's crazy. I'm pretty as hell. You know how many niggas want me for real? Like, dead ass. I don't gotta chase no.
So why are you doing all of this? That's the main question. If all these niggas want you, why not just move on and don't make no TikToks? This is clearly hurting your ego in some way.
Nigga for nothing. That nigga prompt me. He asked for my number, etc. All I want him to do, yo, on some real shit, on some adult shit, is be real. Tell the truth. You know that shit was not one-sided. Just as well as I wanted to see you, you wanted to see me. Tell them the truth. Why you didn't link me. It's not because you didn't want to. It's not because you had your daughter, because you had got that figured out. It is because When I was in the airport, you wanted me to book a hotel and you wanted me to pay for it. And I told you if I book a hotel, you ain't linking me. Cancel your sitter and bond with your daughter. Like a real nigga gonna just be like, yeah, that's what really happened, because that's really what the fuck happened. That's the part about it I don't like. Like, gee, just be real.
She heard the sound like
But I'm
this
doing
shit.
everything I can to get my text messages. I just talked to this IT guy, and I'm hoping he can get them back.
Baby, you talking to IT? Man, he dodged the bullet on this shit. You toxic as hell. Now, this is the first time in nigga history I've ever heard this. This nigga went to IT to prove that she was wanted. Come on, my
I tried
nigga.
everything. AT&T, excuse me.
Nigga said IT.
iCloud, bitch, all that shit. Even iTunes. And for y'all to keep saying I paid for everything, that's a lie. I did what any other female would do. If I go link somebody and there's no flights available to go back home and some shit ain't work out and I got money, because I got my own money, of course I'm going to go book a room for me to sleep in. Not no broke bitch. How y'all mad because I wasn't broke? Like, what the fuck? I went and got me a room and what the fuck?
A lot of women would have just canceled that. You did too much. As soon as you would have found out that it wasn't going to go the way you thought, you should have just canceled it, baby. Why go anyway? You must have clearly still wanted that young glizzy. Them loins going crazy, ain't it?
Like, and enjoyed myself. But it's so funny that he ain't tell y'all how he called me the next morning before I left, but I'm such a catfish. Make it make sense. Neither did he follow me off the internet. Like, watch everything I was doing. Even if I didn't want to link him. Be for real, yo. You can't make this type of shit up. I would never do no shit like this to myself. Anybody that know my character for real, know I keep big niggas. On a serious note, all I'm asking is for that nigga to be real. That's it. Even if that you feel like that I don't like myself or whatever the case may be, because you never seen my face in the camera. I never got in the camera. And he didn't brush off no phone. He's lying. I was in my bed laying down, and the nigga was like, oh, how you going to FaceTime me with your camera off? I got mine, so he turned his off. I said, let me get up. I got up, went in the bathroom or whatever, fixed my hair because my kids went to McDonald's, talked to my daughter, got in my truck, drove my truck, went to McDonald's, ordered the food, went back home. He was still on the phone. He capped. But again, I'm trying my best to get these messages because it's going to solve everything. And when I do get them, y'all owe me an apology on my dead folks. And for the record, okay, I suck dick, period. I don't need no sore throat spray, none of that shit. I bought it because I'm not going to lie. I was going to suck him off the bone. Bitch, he look good. I was going to do him in. I sure was. I'm honest. But I never asked to eat that man ass. I was being funny. He asked me for a full body pic or whatever. And I said, this is the only pic that you need. Do you know what this for? And he said, what, you got a sore throat? And I said, no. And I explained to him what it was for. And then I said to him, if you don't know what that is, you never had your ass ate. I never asked him to eat his ass. I asked him, did he have his ass ate before? Like, it's a difference.
I've never been asked that. Why would you even ask that question if you didn't have the intention to do it, baby? I'm just saying, I'm not really trying to take this nigga's side, but you making it difficult. Why would you ask that if you had no intention to eat that nigga from the back? Why are we even discussing this? Should I end the video here and read the game?
Slow. And also, for that screenshot where he posted me like venting how I felt, I wish you bitches stop acting like you never told a nigga how you felt after you felt like they played with you or, you know, like whatever, you just was in your feelings. Bitch, I'm human. Like, what the fuck? But again, he did not show you the conversation before. He deleted messages. Like, I didn't just come out and just start venting to him. Whatever the case may be. But I mean, what's wrong with it? I felt the way, like, who wouldn't feel the way if they're coming to come see somebody and, excuse me, and they do that? I don't get it. Everybody's so holy. Nobody never did no whole shit. Nobody never went to go see a nigga. A nigga never flew a bitch out. Like,
I'm sure people did, but this is the problem when you post it on the internet for everyone to see. You're subject to criticism. So it's your fault for posting it on the internet. We're not saying no one has whole stories and stuff like that, but it's the fact you posted on the internet. He spun back. He told his side of the story, and nobody's agreeing with you right now.
Like, y'all got to stop, for real. Like, it's just so funny to me because, like, y'all really sitting here acting like y'all perfect. And you're not.
Not the gaslighting.
Y'all not. And I don't know where y'all got this D-Lo shit from. That's another story. But I never even told that nigga nothing about D-Lo. I don't know where he got that from. Like, that's some shit he done, I don't know, made up or something. Because nobody never told him about D-Lo. He just trolling at this point. Literally, just saying anything. But, yeah. That nigga cap. And I'm going to do my best to show y'all that he cap. I'm never backing down. I'm not deleting no TikTok. I'm not about to stop posting because I know I didn't lie. Fuck what I do that for? That's
views.
Crazy. I wish I would. And when I said, another screenshot, when I said, I guess I just wanted to meet you. Before that, it's, we were basically talking and shit like that. And I was telling him, like, you know, I feel like we should just meet each other. Like, since I'm near, like, not even fuck, like, just meet each other and etc. And that nigga said, I agree. He deleted that shit, but he said that. He said, I agree. And then I said, well, see if your sitter could still get your daughter. And he said, I don't know, because you told me to cancel her last night when you was bugging out. Tell that nigga to post them. Like, he's lying. Tell him to post them, please. Just post them. Post them without the shit deleted. Post the real ones. This another thing y'all gotta ask yourself too. If I'm such a catfish, when he first started ranting on the internet, once he found out I made the video about him, why wasn't that the first thing he said? Like, oh, she a catfish, I don't like her. Like, she don't like herself. He didn't say that until I said to him, thank you. You landed a nigga that I always wanted into my inbox. Or whatever. Then I made that video like, a win is a win. Where I basically, the caption said, when you expose one nigga and it lands you this long time scammer that was viral on TikTok, etc. He started going in the frenzy after I said that. Oh, you nigga crazy, or whatever. You a single mom. You a catfish. You don't like your pictures. You 31 years old. It's a shame you get a kick out of this. Going in. Like,
see, 31 years old, you too grown for this shit. You got a kid and all that stuff. He's 25 years old. Obviously, he's going to have a young mindset, but I expect better of you. You one of our black queens, and you representing them so bad right now. So horrifically.
Let's clock that, too. Because you wasn't saying all that before then. Let me start by saying them screenshots did nothing. Okay? Let's make that clear. Because all that is the aftermath of me basically expressing how I feel, which I don't think is wrong. Or whatever, because what he did was fucked up. That's basically just me just telling him, like, okay, that shit got me upset. It bothered me. Like, but who wouldn't be bothered by that if somebody brought you somewhere to see them and that happened? Tell that nigga to post them screenshots or whatever. When he told me, I said, do you still want me to come? And he said, yeah, or whatever, and how he gonna have a sitter and etc. Tell that nigga to post that, because he ain't post that. He ain't post them. Tell that nigga to post that shit about the hotel, because he ain't post that neither. He posted some in this shit. Like, be for real. Come on. Trying to make it seem as though, oh, I was just trying to come between you and your daughter, babe. That's not true. What are you talking about? Like, but I'm gonna add something on this video.
So those are the screenshots right there. I'll let you read those. That's pretty much the end of the video. Let me say this. It's just a Cougar mission gone wrong. And she got on TikTok. She wanted to expose this nigga, and then he spun back. I don't think she projected for him to make a TikTok and talk about the situation. And when he did, she crashed out. All that to say, date someone in your goddamn age group, act mature. And if shit goes south, don't post it on the internet. You won't have to have any criticism. Like, there's so many people that do these story times to try to expose another person and get mad when they get criticism. That's what the internet is about. So how about this? Date niggas your age, focus on your kids, and I don't want to see your ass no more. How about that shit? Because I almost stopped this video midway through because it was such dog shit. You was just yapping at a certain point. And I'm sure he did stuff too, but the both of y'all, please don't bring nothing like this on the internet no more. Now, if you like this type of video, if you like these messy story times, please let the Big Reaper know, because I came off of work, took a nap, came and just to post this video for you guys. I was a little bit tired, but I did it because we finna go crazy. You feel what I'm saying? We're gonna make our way to 13K. We're gonna make this shit happen. I appreciate everyone sticking with me and everything like that. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, turn on those post notifications. That'd be great. It's been your boy, the Big Reaper.
この件はわかるかい？そりゃ終わりだ。俺に力を。リーパーオン